Welcome to a journey beyond the veil of perception. What if everything you see, everything you experience, is just an illusion? What if beyond this illusion lies the ultimate truth, the answer to the deepest questions of existence? In this video, we'll explore what lies beyond the illusion and how you can begin to uncover the ultimate truth for yourself. Let's begin by understanding the concept of Maya. In Vedanta, Maya is the veil of illusion that blinds us to the ultimate reality. It's like when you're completely convinced you sent that important email, only to find it sitting in your drafts folder 3 days later. Maya is a bit like that, but on a cosmic scale. The universe's ultimate "you had one job" moment. Maya is the world of appearances, the dream we mistake for reality. Imagine a room filled with shadows, cast by a single candle. The shadows seem real and separate, but they vanish when the light is fully revealed. Maya is like those shadows, real enough to fool us, but ultimately insubstantial when the light of awareness shines through. Maya creates the illusion of separation, making us believe we are distinct from each other and the universe. This illusion keeps us trapped in the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth, known as samsara. Think of it like this. When you're dreaming at night, the dream feels completely real. You experience emotions, interact with people, and face challenges. But when you wake up, you realize it was all created by your mind. According to spiritual teachings, our waking life is similar, a dream we haven't yet awakened from. Science offers fascinating perspectives on the nature of reality that often align with ancient wisdom. At the quantum level, particles behave in ways that defy our conventional understanding. They can exist in multiple states simultaneously until observed, suggesting reality isn't as solid as we perceive. Quantum particles are basically the teenagers of the universe. They exist in multiple states at once, change when observed, and physicists still can't predict what they'll do next. At least teenagers eventually grow up. We're still waiting on quantum particles. The observer effect in quantum physics indicates that consciousness itself plays a role in shaping reality. By simply observing a quantum system, we change its behavior. This raises profound questions about the relationship between mind and matter. Even more mind-bending is the holographic universe theory. Some scientists propose that our three-dimensional reality might be a projection of information stored on a two-dimensional surface, similar to how a hologram works. In this model, every part contains information about the whole, just as spiritual traditions teach that the divine is present in everything. So next time someone tells you to get real, you can technically respond with, "I'm trying, but apparently I'm just a 3D projection of 2D information." That'll make for some interesting first dates. Yet despite these remarkable insights, science has limits. It can describe the mechanics of reality, but struggles to explain consciousness itself, the very thing experiencing reality. This brings us to philosophical debates about consciousness. What exactly is this awareness that experiences life? Is consciousness produced by the brain, like software running on hardware? Or is consciousness fundamental, the primary fabric of reality itself? Non-dual traditions like Advaita Vedanta propose a radical answer. Consciousness is not something you have. It's what you are. The ultimate truth is non-dual. There is no separation between the self and the universe. Your true nature is not the limited ego, but boundless awareness. Consider this. When you're deeply absorbed in an experience, perhaps while creating art or being in nature, the sense of a separate self temporarily dissolves. In those moments, you glimpse what lies beyond the illusion. This truth isn't something you just think about or believe. It's something you experience. like the difference between reading about the ocean and actually feeling the salt spray on your skin. The ultimate truth is a living reality that changes everything from the inside out. Spiritual traditions worldwide have pointed to this ultimate truth. In Vedanta, it's expressed as Tat Tvam Asi, you are that. The self, Atman, is not separate from the ultimate reality, Brahman. Realizing this truth leads to liberation or moksha. The Buddha taught that reality is empty of inherent existence. It's a construct of the mind. By seeing through this construct, we can end suffering and experience nirvana. As the Sufi poet Rumi beautifully expressed, "You are not a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a drop." This poetic insight captures the essence of non-duality, that the infinite exists within each of us. When you begin to see beyond the illusion, a profound freedom arises. Not freedom to do anything you want, but freedom from the chains of fear, judgment, and separation. It's a freedom that lets you live fully, deeply, and with an open heart. So how can you begin to seek this ultimate truth? First, cultivate awareness. Practice mindfulness to observe your thoughts and emotions without judgment. Notice how your mind creates stories and assumptions about reality. Take a moment now, close your eyes if you can, and simply notice the awareness that is present. This awareness is not limited by time, space, or identity. It's the silent witness behind all experience. Rest here for a few breaths and feel the truth of your own being. Second, engage in self-inquiry. Ask yourself profound questions like, who am I? When you ask, who am I? Deeply enough, you might realize you're not your thoughts or emotions. It's the spiritual equivalent of clearing your browser history and cookies. Suddenly, everything runs much smoother without all that accumulated junk. Though unlike your browser, you don't need to accept any cosmic terms and conditions afterward. The who am I question's answer lies not in the surface-level identity of name, job, or relationships, but the awareness that witnesses all experience. Who is the one aware of thoughts? Who is aware of emotions? Third, let go of attachment. Letting go of attachments doesn't mean throwing away your smartphone. Though watching people during a power outage does make you wonder if that might be a spiritual practice too. Nothing reveals our attachments quite like seeing someone's battery drop to 1%. Our suffering comes from clinging to the illusion, to our beliefs, desires, and sense of separate self. By releasing these attachments, we create space for truth to reveal itself. When you realize the self you thought was you is just a story, the small annoyances, fears, and judgments lose their grip. You start to respond to life with curiosity and kindness instead of reactivity. The world doesn't change, but your experience of it does. Remember, this journey isn't about adding new knowledge. It's about removing the veils that obscure what's already here. As spiritual teacher Adyashanti says, enlightenment is not about becoming better or more perfect. It's the recognition of our inherent completeness. This awakening naturally flows into compassion, because when the illusion of separation fades, caring for others becomes caring for yourself. The ultimate truth is not just a personal discovery, it's a doorway to living in harmony with all life. The ultimate truth cannot be fully captured in words. It's beyond concepts and language. It must be experienced directly. Those who have glimpsed this truth describe it as an experience of profound unity, peace, and boundless love. The separate self dissolves, and what remains is pure awareness, timeless, spacious, and complete. When we begin to live from this understanding, everything changes. We act from compassion rather than fear, from connection rather than separation. We see ourselves in others and others in ourselves. As you go about your day, try this simple practice. Pause occasionally and ask, what is aware of this moment? Don't try to answer intellectually, just rest in the question and notice what's already here, witnessing all experience. Remember, enlightenment isn't about becoming perfect. If that were true, we'd see a lot more enlightened people doing yoga on Instagram. Just found the ultimate truth of existence. But first, let me take a selfie. The ultimate truth lies beyond the illusion of reality. It is the answer to the deepest questions of existence. And though it may seem distant, it's closer than your own breath. It's the very awareness reading these words right now. In our next video, we'll explore the journey to awakening and how you can take practical steps toward freedom. Until then, remember that the truth you seek is not separate from what you already are. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of the ultimate truth. May your journey lead you beyond the illusion and into the heart of reality itself.